What is up, guys? How's it going? I'm coming to you guys today as Jordan, the travel hero Anderson, and this is kind of a little preview today that you're all going to get some things to come on the channel. Now, they're not going to come necessarily right away, but this is just a little mini road trip that I'm going on for work. My work called me over to Jackson Hole, Wyoming, so I'm going over there again. It's my like fourth time going over there for work, but I love it over there. It's a really beautiful place, kind of up in the mountains. I love driving through the pass when it's not snowy, and I just got a little bit of work there. If I have some time, I'll maybe show off some of the sights and things. But I want to talk to you guys about some things coming up. So for those of you who know me, I am a huge fan of traveling. Like that's my ultimate, my number one passion in life is to just travel the world. And I'm working on some things, and with these vlogs, and there's going to be several of them. I mean, the first one might not come for a few weeks because I have a big trip. Anyone who's been watching the channel, I got a big trip with Austin Pez. We're meeting for the first time. We just met through doing this crazy YouTube stuff. I needed a co-host for someone to do an episode of uh, Live from Movie Hero, our SNL recap show, which we just did our SNL draft yesterday with Moose Haas and Jen Kemp, or wait, we did two nights ago. But anyways, yeah. So go check that out if you want to see something kind of fun and unique on the channel. But um, yeah, so with these travel vlogs, I'm gonna be real with you guys. I'm gonna be upfront. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. So like I'm me. Like I'm an open book. You guys can ask me questions on here. You can. I mean, I'll tell you everything that's going on. I don't exaggerate things. I don't make things out to be anything that they're not. So one thing is, I want to do this travel vlog thing, but that takes a lot of money to be able to travel a lot and to be able to bring this content to you guys. That's one reason why we started a Patreon. So the Patreon is a big deal because it really helps us out a lot to be able to do more of that. We we do a lot of giveaways. We will invite all our Patreon members on the show. There are chances to be on the show, create your own episodes, all that stuff. Just go over to patreon.com/movie hero and you can check that out. We're on a big push to get monetized because YouTube does not make it easy to get monetized. So we're like well over halfway there on views. Like our views are solid. That's I mean what we need is subscribers. So uh wherever you can, tell your friends, your family, your coworkers, someone at the grocery store, any of that uh to subscribe to the channel because we need more subscribers. Um and I don't know how well I'll be able to throw these up on screen while I'm driving. Right now I'm parked. Let me see. So we got Brian. Shout out Brian. Yep, we'll be doing some traveling definitely. Um, so here's the thing about the vlogs. Some of them will be pre-recorded. Some of them will be live. We'll be doing quite a few live ones, and the live ones will just be simple in this kind of format, you know. But then we'll be doing some pre-recorded ones, and we'll make them as high quality as we can for you guys. We're I'm gonna be doing all the editing right now. I do all the behind the scenes stuff on my own. So also, if you know anybody who knows how to do video editing or graphic design or knows how to run StreamYard or OBS or any of that stuff, definitely send them my way because I can really use some help like with the behind the scenes stuff. That really takes up a lot of my time. I'm working a full-time job on the side, and the goal is to quit my day job and to just do this full time. That's my dream. That's what I want to do for you guys. So I am definitely working on that. I've upgraded some of my equipment right now. I'm still waiting for a few things. I ordered some wireless microphones, some pretty high quality ones that I'm going to use for our trip. So those are on its way. They're not here yet, but there are a couple of things that I got. I got this pretty cool little gimbal thing. So DJI, they make like a really cool gimbal slash selfie stick. So it'll extend like this. It's got a little magnetic piece on the back here, and then inside this little bag, let me show you what comes in it. So and I'm just gonna go for as long as I want. This may be a longer vlog, but that's fine, you know. But you got a little clip here, which my phone's kind of big, so the only drawback is usually got to take off my phone case. I don't like doing that, but it is what it is. But I just put it on here, and everything is just move it through this button. I'm not gonna switch it on or anything, but it keeps everything stable. So we're not gonna have any shaky cam. We're gonna have high quality videos coming. So I got that. It even came with a little tripod. So um, and I'll talk more about our upcoming trip, what me and Austin are going to be doing. We've talked about it some on some videos, but yeah, so it's a work in progress. So I'm going to continue to upgrade because all the money that we receive goes right back into the channel. That's how I'm going to do it. I'm not really doing this to make money for myself until I feel like I can make enough money to put a little on the channel and do it full time to support myself. Once I get there, and I quit my day job, I'm gonna have to. But for right now, as long as I have a separate job, the money from this, from the Patreon, anything we make on YouTube, once we get monetized, will go right back into the channel. And yeah, so um, oh, before I get going, I'll tell you guys a little bit about our upcoming trip. So I'm giving you a little preview today. I have a countdown on my phone. I wish I could show you guys. 27 days till I hit the road over to the East Coast. I've never been to the East Coast before. It'll be my first time on the East Coast, and um, I- I've been to Florida once. I went to Florida back in 2003 to Orlando. Went to Disney World. I'm going to be going to Universal for Halloween Horror Nights, and we'll be there for 4, maybe 5 days. And then we'll be exploring all over Florida, all over Georgia. We'll be going to maybe Atlanta or Savannah. Austin lives in North Carolina, so we'll be going to North Carolina to he's gonna show me around, show me his place. We'll be doing some like live videos, like the whole way. We'll be stopping to do live, and then I'll be doing some pre-recorded stuff that will come up a little later, like a few weeks after the trip. I got to go home and I got to edit it all and put it together, so it looks nice for you guys. But the first little bit of stuff right here, you see my little Mickey there came in the mail. So on my trip, Austin's only coming to uh, Universal because Disney is expensive. Like I'm like honestly, this is like nearly breaking the bank for me to do this trip. I'm working on some things like so I don't have the greatest credit right now. Well, actually, I have no credit, so I don't have bad credit, but I don't have a good credit. Thing for me is I got rid of my credit cards about 15 years ago. I got rid of all of them, every single one, canceled them, cut them up, all that. And I haven't used a credit card in that long, a single one. And so now my credit score says I have no credit. I've been trying to work on some things to get some secure credit cards going, build some things up, and to get back on track with that. And it's been a process, to say the least. I wish that my dad would have taught me a little more about when I was 18, 19 years old, about not overspending, because I would just go and I would take out all these credit cards and I was just like I just told myself, I'll pay it back later. It doesn't matter. And then like days and months and weeks and years went by and I didn't pay them back, and it got bad to the point where I canceled all my credit cards. And there's certain limits. I think it's like 7 or maybe even 10 years. Once that goes by, they can no longer collect on the debt, and the debt is just wiped out. So that's something kind of cool to keep in mind if you got some major credit card debt that's been sitting with you for years. But I don't have to pay all that back, which is I'm really lucky. Now that I'm mature and older, I know how to handle money. I know how to handle credit cards better. So I'm going to be doing that because I want to be, or I want to start doing credit card points. My brother Aaron is like big into these credit card points where like he knows how to take his family on like amazing trips to like all these cool islands. He went to the Maldives. They're going to Peru soon. They're going to Hawaii. They've been to Mexico several times. Cruises, like trips all over the country, like just everywhere. And it's like really amazing. And I want to be able to do that kind of stuff. And I want to be able to film it and record it and bring it to you guys. And And eventually, the goal is when I go to these places, I want to show them off, of course, first and foremost, show you what I'm doing, and you can come along with me, and like friends hanging out. But also, I want to show you all the cheapest ways, the most efficient ways, just the best ways to do all these locations. And I'm big into theme parks too. That's one of my other favorite things. So I'll probably be hitting some theme parks. I'll be just doing all the traveling that I can. It's going to be a slow process as I start, or as I keep doing this. You'll see more and more of the content. I'll be able to do more. For right now, it just is what it is. It's once in a little while that I'll be able to do these things. So, and I don't know if I'm gonna have any more vlogs until my actual trip. Maybe like the day before, the day of, getting hyped, getting pumped. I mean, I'm gonna take you with me, getting on the plane, flying out there, meeting Austin. I have uh, I'm gonna try to meet with a cousin who lives in Charlotte, North Carolina, because I got a 4 hour layover there. One I haven't seen for years, my cousin Clay. And yeah, so it should be fun. Like I'm really looking forward to doing all of this because I mean, like in life, you should do what makes you happy. Like if you're feeling like your life isn't at a place where you're that happy, then you're obviously not doing things that are making you happy, or something in your life isn't right, and you need to figure out what it is, and you need to cut it out. You need to move on um to uh bigger and better things. And I just saw a little alert pop up about the Schmodown. I'll be checking that out. They got an announcement coming, but um so but anyways, yeah, so I mean, for me, there's a lot of things that are going great in my life, and then some other things that maybe aren't so great. And I'll talk about that because I got to start driving. I got to get on the road. But what I want to show you really quick is what I got in the mail. So I got my Disney tickets. I got a few different things. So we got our Walt Disney World tickets that are for me and my sister, my brother, and her boyfriend, which are who's all coming. So they look pretty cool. Those are some pretty like snazzy little tickets there. So that's kind of what the physical tickets look like. And you can link those to your Magic Band. I haven't ordered my Magic Band, but they got Magic Band Pluses out. You can get all kinds of cool Star Wars, like almost every Disney movie has ones. That there's some of the theme to the theme parks, some that are just to the original Mickey and Minnie and Goofy and all those guys. And my favorite character is Pluto. So if they got a Pluto one, I would go for that. If you like, he's one of my favorites. Maybe some Grogu stuff or BB-8. Those are some of my favorite kind of go-to characters. But so I got that, and then we're going to the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. This is my ticket as that. It's just came in like a single. It looks just like a park ticket because essentially it's what gets you in the park, and then you get to go to the party. So that'll be fun. And I got some park maps. So, and I want to give a shout out to one of my friends, my friend Katie Wood. So she's one of my mom's friends originally. That my mom used to teach some Zumba classes, and she would come to her Zumba classes. And then I started noticing that uh, after I met her, I kind of like would look and see what my friends are up to and different things. And I saw she's always going to Disney like all the time, and like for a little bit I was like, you're a little obsessed. That's a lot of Disney, but it's like who cares? Just like if you love something, just do what you love. Like it doesn't matter. I mean, life is short, so spend your life doing the thing that you love. And but I also got to say, all things in moderation, though. Like, spend a little more time on the things that you truly love, but like, don't get obsessed too much because I think too much, even of a good thing, can turn into something maybe not so good. But she would go to Disney all the time. She eventually became a Disney travel agent, so she actually able to work for Disney, and I'm sure that comes with a lot of cool perks. But she set up my tickets to my the not so the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party, and then um my dad, he works for Scentsy. They make the little candle warmers. It's the best deal we could get because like Disney doesn't offer a lot of deals that they obviously or that honestly they kind of rip people off. They make you pay for the Genie Plus stuff every day. They make you pay for the Magic Bands. They make you pay for the tickets are like outrageous. Like literally, me and Austin got a 5 day park hopper pass to Universal. It's for about $300. They were doing a buy three get 2 days free. So we could go for 5 days. I don't know if we're gonna use all 5 days because that's kind of a lot, but in one theme park. Um, but yeah, that plus like a few other things we're doing on our tour. We're going to see David Spade, do stand up. We're gonna go see some sights and make some stops and some fun at other places. I won't spoil everything, but um, the 3 days that I'm doing in Disney is more expensive than all of that, like combined. It's crazy, yeah. And let's see, yeah. That is true. Like the Magic Band pluses, Brian, they do they interact. I've been watching, like, there's a guy called the Tim Tracker, and then there's Mr. Cheesy Pop. There's a few online guys, Rick's Flicks, that I watch online to get me hyped up. And we're going to Disney, and they were trying out all the Magic Band stuff. There's an interactive, cool bounty hunter game you can do in a Star Wars land. So I'm really looking forward to that. I've never been to Star Wars land. I'm a huge Star Wars fan. I've never been to Avatar. I haven't seen a lot that Disney has, and I've never been to Universal Orlando, only the Hollywood one back in the 90s. So, but and sorry, I gotta roll my window down. I actually have no AC. That's another part of this that I am I'm working on getting a new car, so I'm not putting any money into this car except for just to keep it running. That's all I want to do. If it keeps it running, then within a year, I hope to have a new car for all my road trips and traveling and things I want to do. So right now, I don't know if you can see it because I don't want to touch the setup I have here because it was hard enough to get the right angle on my little magnetic dock that I have. But I got this ghetto, like you can see, it's easier to move the fan. A ghetto fan here, that's what I'm using, and it's with a power inverter where the fan only turns on half the time. So I'm sweating through the summer, like, but it's what I got to do because I want the money to go to the YouTube channel and to all the trips and not to too many other aspects of my life. So I can deal with it. I can handle it. Like it's okay. Like, oh, and I also wanted to just shout out Katie Wood. If you want to plan a really amazing Disney trip, she can set you up with the theme parks. She can set you up with the hotels, the rental car, like tell you cool things to do in the area. She'll give you all the she's the one that gave me all these maps. So I got maps so you can see, like, I got a Magic Kingdom one, I got an Epcot one, I got Disney Springs here, Animal Kingdom, see, I got a couple Universal ones, but I got a Hollywood Studios one. Then I got a couple Universal ones too. So I mean, all that stuff you can find on the app and stuff. But it's just fun to have these. They're fun souvenirs. It's fun to just kind of open up your whole map, kind of old school style, and just look through everything. So yeah, I'm gonna put those away if I can get them into the back to the envelope. But yeah. So and then Katie Wood, I'm gonna hold this up here. Hopefully you can see her phone number, her email, the website, all of that stuff, because she is a great person to if you need any help with that, uh, like travel arrangements, parks, hotels, all that stuff. So, and if you need that information again, hit me up. I'll give it to you again easily. I should have put it in uh the description, but maybe after this video, I'll put some of our information in the comment section and pin it there. I just haven't had a chance to do it yet, but and also to answer a few more questions, Brian, yes, we are doing Universal Express. Austin's kind enough to pay for this. This is kind of like nearly breaking the bank for me. That he's going to get us some express passes. So we're doing express at Universal and doing what we can on these Genie Plus Lightning Lane things at Disney. So we're doing that. And yeah, Pluto for the win. I freaking love Mickey's dog, Pluto. I don't know why. Like, I'm not a pet person, but I love other people's pets. I love going to people's houses, playing with their dogs, their cats, and their animals, and then just like movies with animals. I love animals. I just don't want a pet because I'm a bit of a clean freak. I like a clean house, I like a clean everything. I don't like hair and drool and poop and pee or like whatever like smells that they have. So, But yeah, uh, yeah, like that's something that would be fun traveling to Arizona to meet up with JPO, Jordan Owen. They were going to have a WrestleMania 2024 in Las Vegas, and we were all going to do a meetup there, but they changed it. I think it's going to be in like New York or something. I can't remember where it's going to be, but it's not going to be there anymore. But we might still be planning a trip there because I've been to Las Vegas. My brother used to live there about 8 times, and I know all the ins and outs. I know the best hotels, the best places to eat, like how to get into shows for free or dirt cheap, how to get into like private pool areas and like some of the nightclubs and how to get free concerts, like a lot of cool stuff. So the only thing I haven't done really in Vegas is like the Fremont Street stuff. I haven't done that, but the like old school stuff. But I'm gonna start driving because I gotta get on the road. But I'm gonna try something really quick. I hope this doesn't end the stream, but I gotta throw up my my maps really quick. Hang on. I'm still here. Anyways, yeah, my phone overheated because it's hot out, freaking hot. So only let me have one thing open at a time. But my maps are open. It'll talk to me. You may hear it on the stream. So let's go. Let's hit the road. I don't know how long I'm gonna do this for. I'm just here to talk. I'm just here to hang out with y'all. So it'll be fun. So you guys see I'm trying to see if there's a way while I'm doing the live feed flip the camera around. I don't think there is, unfortunately, but I'm at a truck stop where I just got gas, guys, for $4.19. Woo, that's good. That's good. Flying J for the win. So, uh, what are the gas prices like where you guys live? Are they high? Are they low? Or like, have you found any secret spots where you can get decent gas prices? Let me know. But because everywhere else, like the gas I got here is literally like 30 cents cheaper than everywhere else. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, pretty soon I'm gonna be passing over a mountain pass. I wish I could show you guys. I'm gonna do some more research onto StreamYards to see if there's a way to flip the camera around so I can show you guys what I'm doing here. Uh, Let me see something. Nope, that won't do it. So let's see. No, it's just made for a camera that sits at one spot. But what I will do is I'm going to be doing some pre-recorded videos, and with those, I'll be able to flip the camera around, like move all over the place, that kind of thing. But I'm going through like kind of southeast Idaho, but I'm heading north. So, and I'm going to be crossing over into Wyoming to go to Jackson Hole here soon. I'm just checking out the comment section. Yeah. Um, ooh, that's cool. Brian, you said you saw David Spade in Las Vegas with Ray Romano. I know Ray Romano has a residency in Las Vegas, and I think David Spade does, or he did at one point. Maybe not when he had started his show on Comedy Central. But yeah, it just happened to work out that literally the next day after we're gonna wrap things up at Universal. Uh, he's gonna be playing there, so right in Orlando. So we're gonna go check that out. And let me know if you guys can hear me all right. I got a little wind. The seal on my door isn't totally tight, so a little wind noise coming through. And I'm in a really windy spot. Like holy crap! Like this spot where I'm at is like really really windy. So like I'm probably in one of the windiest spots in Idaho right now, so it's kind of interesting. Like there'll be times where when I'm driving through here, up near Idaho Falls. You can look that up on a map. The car will like literally feel like it's gonna blow right off the road. It's nuts. But let's see. Yeah, take a look at the comments one more time. But yeah, so just some things that'll be coming up. So we have our big trip, and I'll kind of break down how it's gonna work, how it's gonna be. But and then like I want to do some other things. Okay, sorry, my maps here and there to make sure I take the right exit. 119 coming up, but because I don't have the little picture up on my phone, but it'll start to cool off here because I'll be in the mountain pass. But um, and like it's kind of foggy here, or I don't know if that's like windy or smoky. I'm not sure what. Hopefully, there's no fires around here, but it's looking kind of hazy. You can maybe see through my back window there, but yeah, it'll be awesome once I can get a new car and use that for road trips and stuff. Um, but it's all coming. Like I'm gonna be doing some camping. I'm gonna be doing some like flying places. Hopefully, sometime I'll go to the country and I'll document everything there. So definitely we'll go to Vegas eventually. So whenever I have a trip that's like over like 2 hours away from where I live, I'll try my best to document it. So that'll be fun. So, yeah, it's pretty close to Yellowstone where I'm going. I've been to Yellowstone a few times. It's amazing. If you ever get the chance to go to Yellowstone, check out some of the most amazing geysers and hot pools of different colors, and like they shoot really high. I had a close encounter with a buffalo. Got like literally like 20 feet from a buffalo or less. And my mom was freaking out. Like Jordan, because there's a video online you can see of a little girl who got too close to a buffalo, and the buffalo rammed her. And this girl flipped like multiple times through the air. She was like 4 years old. It was bad. But luckily it didn't charge. I was prepared to run for it. So yeah, uh, but yeah, this is fun though, just to be able to just get my thoughts out too. Like I'll be talking about trips and stuff, but I also like to just give you an inside look into to me, to my life, to what's going on with with me. But let's start um with the trip that I have planned. So yeah, I already told you I'm going to be recording it, documenting everything. So me and Austin, I'm going to get there, and Austin's going to show me around North Carolina some, so you can check that out. And we're gonna maybe go hike to some waterfalls, go like maybe whitewater rafting. We talked about, or just I'm gonna go check out his place and see his massively crazy movie collection, and maybe watch something on his big 4K like 70-inch that he has. And then we're gonna go stay at his parents' house. His parents have a big giant house, kind of like my dad has. And we're gonna go stay over there. And like one thing, like I'm nothing if not honest with you guys. So I was married once. I was married back in 2015. I'm divorced now just because my wife had some major issues that kind of like got so bad, like bipolar depression, like sciatic nerve pain 24/7, and some like just bad anxiety, like, and weed was legal in Washington, so she smoked a lot. And it kind of drove me to my breaking point where it's like the relationship wasn't working. She didn't act like she loved me, and it kind of was driving me crazy to where I was on the edge of doing some things I might regret, and it just was a toxic relationship overall. So we ended that. So now I went to Pocatello because my parents are recently divorced. There's another thing I'll be open with. I won't get into that too much because that's mostly their business. It does affect the family a little, but because I have three brothers and one sister, so okay, I gotta exit. I'm coming up here, but yeah, I have three brothers and one sister. One brother, my youngest brother, Cade, and my youngest sister. She's the youngest of the family. They'll be coming with me. My sister used to work at Disney World doing the Disney College program. So, and I'm just listening to see if this is my exit here. I don't think it is. I think it's the next exit. But But yeah, so she did that. So she knows all the ins and outs of Disney. She's been to Disney nearly like 20 times, something like that. And then Austin used to live in Jacksonville, and he had a season pass to Universal. So he knows all the ins and outs of Universal. Been there like tons and tons of times, and so I got some pretty sweet tour guides. So they're gonna show me all the best ways to do the park, and I love it. Like I'm excited for that because I just get to kind of like kick back and enjoy the ride, enjoy my time there. You know. Ooh, I think I just saw some lightning. There's got to be a storm rolling in or something. Ooh, but it's not raining or anything. Um, but yeah. So I'm just gonna go along for the ride. I'll tell them kind of what I'm interested in, and they'll show me the best way to do it. And so I'm just gonna roll with their flow and take all the suggestions. It'll be fun to have a couple awesome tour guides. So looking forward to that. But yeah, me and Austin are gonna road trip it down from where he lives in Hendersonville, North Carolina, all the way down to Orlando, and probably on the way there, we're not gonna make too many stops. We want to go to Buc-ee's. It's a like a big, huge truck stop, like a almost the size of a Walmart, or so I've heard. Almost that. And yeah, so we'll be doing that. We'll be doing some Snack Hero reviews. We'll be doing yeah, just all the lives that we can possibly do. I'll be recording some pre-recorded stuff, so it'll be fun. It'll be fun. So uh, let's see. I think what else. I mean, that'll basically be it. I mean, I'll have a second flight halfway through. I found an amazing flight, so I'm trying to figure things out. I think I can maybe get a refund for part of my flight because I was planning to fly to North Carolina. I got pretty decent tickets through American Airlines, and I was gonna fly there, and then once we get back, fly home. But I decided that instead I'm gonna fly it from North Carolina back down to Orlando. I found a $29 flight through Allegiant Air. Like you can't beat that. Like that is crazy good. And it's just from a little regional airport in Asheville, North Carolina to Orlando, and I got to fly to a regional airport. It's about an hour away from where we're staying because for me and Austin's leg of the trip, we're just staying at whatever hotel he could get, like a decent one that has free breakfast and all that, but nothing like it's not a Universal hotel or any kind of resort. So, and that's fine because it's right by the resort. It's right across the street from Universal Studios, so that'll be cool. Be like within walking distance. So, but for the Disney part, we are staying at a Disney hotel. We're not staying at like one of the big ones, but they got some hotels called the Swan and the Dolphin, and we're staying at the Dolphin. And what I've heard, it's pretty dang nice. And with that, we get early entry into the park. We get to stay for after hours. All of that stuff is included with our hotel stay. So I'm looking forward to that. So, and with Universal, we're going at a pretty like low key time. It's not like we're gonna need like early entry or all that stuff because it's not gonna be crowded. We're gonna, all the kids and college people will be back in school, um, and forgive me, I gotta get some water because it's hot in here. But yeah, so it'll be cool. It'll be fun, and like I'm getting pumped for Halloween Horror Night. They just announced a couple cool things. They announced Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Like what? Like hell yeah! Like that's one of the ones that because they were kind of slow on announcing. They usually announce uh different houses, and they were slow announcing them. Uh, so we're like, man, like step it up announcement for the weekend. I remember all and one that's going to be a one. I have stuff Freaky and the Black Phone, which is cool. And the Universal Monsters one that's going to be so it'd be awesome. And then they just announced those three, and then like about a month or two went by, and then like no announcements, and we're like, what the heck? And then they announced all the ones that are based on property, about 10 different things: the scare zones, the the house. Which the whole time I was saying that, like man, like that they would announce killer drones from space. That would be awesome. I've been doing property this year, and the whole kill rounds from freaking outer space. And so, and then they announced like a haunted tram ride. And that sounds. Myself. So yeah, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. So but yeah, it'll be fun. But a couple other things. Basically, had to like save every cent that I have to do all of this, and film YouTube, and I've been doing extra YouTube stuff just because I'm not doing anything else. So um, yeah, and it's also to save money because right now, so when I was married, I was my ex like going through my phone, going through my social media, deleting every single. And I'm not gonna get into who she is and much more of her. That's her personal stuff, and I'm not gonna say too much more. But I mean, I had no freedom for most of that time, and I get divorced, and it's like absolute total freedom, do anything I want, anytime, anywhere. And man, it has been like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders. Like, oh, like it's just been so good for my mental health. Like, oh my god. And my dad now in Pocatello, because he's helped me get back on my feet. Basketball season, we'll watch the games together. I like doing that. Kids, which is amazing because uh, I'm really blessed to have the family that I have because we're all friends. We're all like get along great. I'm so lucky to live by my amazing Like I love them to death, and I don't know if I'm ever gonna be able to have kids. I'm getting older, and I've been with some girls that aren't able to have kids, like three in a row that could not have kids that I've dated. I'm single now, but I might. Well, so at the right now, I'm kind of in a way taking a break from dating. I'm not really actively trying. I'm signed up for one dating app, and I won't say which one it is, but and I'll check it once every couple of days. But I'm not really that interested. There's a couple of cool girls I was talking to that I like to get to know more, and when I get back from my trip, maybe mid October or something, I'll get back into dating more. But right now, I'm just like on the DL from dating. I'm not really doing it. I still talk to these girls. I try to talk to them once a week or a couple of times a week, but I mean, I'm not gonna see them. They both live in Utah, so I live in Idaho, so yeah, I have to go down and to there to see them. But and I haven't gone down to date a few girls from Utah because where I live in a small town, it's great because my family lives there. It's great because there is literally no crime, no traffic, none of that. And that's all great. But it sucks when you're a young single adult trying to meet people and trying to I don't know, build a life for yourself. It's just not ideal. So it's not where I'm going to stay forever. And I'm thankful for my dad helping me out, but I don't know how much longer I'll be staying there. Anywhere from 6 months to 2 years more, and then that'll be it. I gotta get get on my own place. I don't know where I'm gonna move to. I thought about Utah, maybe somewhere down there, but I'm not crazy about that area. I just want to be where there's people to be and friends to hang out with, and like all my friends either live in Boise or Salt Lake, and it's like I'm right in the middle, so like. 2 to 3 hour drive each way or more. I think it's 3.5 to Boise, but yeah, so I don't see any friends. I just see my dad and my occasional family, and right now I just go to work, I come home, I do YouTube, and YouTube is my social life right now. So like these videos really mean a lot to me. That like anytime I can be on anyone's channel, I'm gonna do it. Anytime I can have all of you guys or anyone from the community on my channel, like you're welcome on here anytime. So yeah, and yeah, so once I get back, I'm gonna work on my social life and my dating life more. But for right now, this is my focus, and that's it. So like I want to work as much as I possibly can. And for those of you who don't know what I do for work, it's I do excuse me, I do retail merchandising. So I travel around to all the big retail stores in the area: Walmart, Target, Fred Meyer, Albertsons, grocery stores, like any grocery store. We got one called Smith's here, and then Winco. Don't Actually, I don't even go to Winco. For some reason, they don't send us there. But Walgreens, Home Depot, Costco, Lowe's, like the Dollar Tree, like any major retail store, I just go there and they have contracts for us. So whatever contracts they have, I could be doing anything from stocking shelves to setting up displays to resetting their gift cards or their cosmetics section or like any section in the store or sometimes I'm literally going there just to do an audit and I do a quick audit and I like just check things over and boom, I get paid for an hour. It's a really nice job. I love my job because I get to set my own schedule, so and I get to work whenever I want. I don't have a boss breathing down my throat. I don't have to deal with annoying ass coworkers. I just do my own thing. I throw my headphones on. I'm listening to comedy podcasts and music and stuff, and like just like really enjoying doing work for once because one thing of being slightly on the autistic scale is that I have a hard time with people in places of authority that try like authoritative figures. So I hate cops. I hate like teachers in school, bosses at work, like anyone. Like when your parents try to be too strict on you, like it drives me nuts and it makes me want to rebel and just not good for me mentally or anything. And because of that, I so like I'm open. I've been in arrested a couple of times a long time ago, a long time ago for shoplifting. Where literally it's like they take it to the police station, and then literally I just bail, like pay whatever the bail is, and I'm out. I've never even stayed overnight ever. So that's happened because I'm just in a store and I grab something and just, and it's stupid. So it's always something dumb like a I don't know, like video game or headphones or something dumb like that. And it's stupid. And I haven't done that for over 10 years. It's been a long time since anything's ever happened, or way more than that. 15 years. So that's happened. And then, which has denied me a couple of jobs. I actually could have been working in the airline industry. I got denied working it for the airlines for Alaska Airlines up in Seattle, which I'm kind of glad because now I'm back with my family and not up there away from everyone. But I would have gotten free flights. I mean, come on, that would have been awesome. Like the employees there were telling me that they would literally go for hop on a plane for lunch. They live in Seattle. They'd fly over to like San Francisco or LA for lunch, go to one of their favorite restaurants, eat there, get back on a plane, go home. I mean, how cool was that? Like, I would have died have free travel, but it is what it is. I've had issues with at work. Like, if you try to like be too stern or rude or mean or I try to say like you have to do this no matter what. Why aren't you doing this right? You got to do it in this way, and like I'm the kind of person I have to do things in my own time, in my own way, and if I can't, it's bad. It can cause problems. It stresses me out. It upsets me, and it's just like I don't know. I've had panic attacks from it. I mean, I don't have very many panic attacks really, but like more like anxiety. Like I feel it welling up inside of me. It's more like that, where I just feel really off and weird, and sometimes I'll explode and tell my boss or a cop to f off and go suck a dick and go screw somebody, or like go like f you, like like I've done that several times to bosses, to cops. Like it's not good. It's not. I mean, I'm older and I'm more mature now, and so I don't do that so much, but or like at all really. But there's certain things that'll still set me off, and I'll get really upset. So I've been working on that. I've gone through some counseling and things to work on that. So yeah. So having this job, like where I get to set my own schedule and work exactly when I want to work, and like if I want to work a lot, I work a lot. If I want to work a little, I work a little. It's nice. It's like it's one of the one good things to come out of the pandemic. But this job I had, I mean, I got it, I guess, during the pandemic. But I mean, it's been around for way longer than 2020 when the pandemic started. Um, so I mean, they were doing this remote thing. You just work remote, and I don't know, like my boss has never come down on me for anything ever. I do communicate with the regional boss, which is crazy. My boss, so like get this, my boss is in charge of all of Washington State, Oregon, Idaho, and so she was doing those three states, and she just added Wyoming and Montana onto that. So, frick, like she's in charge of all those states, and then so like the one drawback is, I'm seeing more light. Hopefully the pass isn't bad, um, but like the one drawback is it's hard to get a hold of my boss. Like I have a hard time if I need time off, if I need to get more hours or take some hours off or something, or I have a question about the job. It's hard to get a hold of them, and so that's a bit of an issue. But it's definitely like still worth it to have what I have in my job. I wouldn't trade this schedule for anything in the world. So and then once I can do YouTube full time, that's it. I'm my own boss, and I think that's ultimately what everybody wants, is to be their own boss and not have too many employees under them and still make a crap ton of money. Because like eventually, my goals are to sorry, it's hot. I got no AC, but my goals are to get married. I do want to get married, but it's got to be the right person. Like, and after being in crazy relationships, because like I've been someone who's always been in relationships my entire life. I hate being single, and I'm learning to love being single for the first time, like almost in my life, like since I became a teenager. And like I've had girlfriends in high school, I've had girlfriends in when I was going to college, I had girlfriends like all in between and after that, and like I was engaged once, so that was a thing. So another girl that, which I say that's kind of the one girl that got away, who was like the most like unbelievably like out of my league, sexy, hot like girl. I'm not gonna say her name, but like I don't know what she saw in me, but we got along and personality and fun and cute, but she also was bipolar. And she couldn't make up her mind about what she wanted. I think maybe she was interested in another guy, but I was her very first uh, boyfriend ever, and so I think she wanted to experience other guys. But then soon after we broke up, or she broke up with me, she broke it off. She was already like with some other guy, and and now they're married. They have a kid, so it is what it is. And she's blocked me on every single social media and everything possible. So I don't even know what she's up to, other than ask my family members, because some of them are still friends with her. But um, yeah, like I wish things could have worked out, because I proposed to her on the Oregon coast on a beach at sunset, right at sunset, but most beautiful like area right on a beach on a family trip that she came on, and I don't know, couldn't get more perfect than that, but whatever, like life goes on. But yeah, I'm learning to love being single though, because when you're married, it's like if you can find the right person who loves you and cares about you and supports you, and you can do the same for them. Like marriage is work. It's not supposed to be easy. You're not supposed to have someone that makes your life better. Well, okay, I just had a truck go flying by a bunch of cars. We're moving kind of slow. It's backed up. I didn't know there was a rush hour going through this pass here, um, but yeah, like marriage is not supposed to be easy. Like if you're trying to be in a relationship or a marriage to have someone make your life easy, then like you're in it for the wrong reason. It's not going to happen. Like you're screwed. You're not going to find that. Like it's not going to happen. You got to work at it just as much as they have to work at it. You should be doing nice things for each other. They should be doing nice things for you, and you should go out of your way for the person that you date. And if you love them and you care about them, you should make big time sacrifices and go out of your way. But it's okay to say no sometimes. So it is okay to say no, no, not this time, honey. Like I'm not going to this time, but maybe next time or something like that. And they can do it to you. Expect them to say no once in a while, but they should be making big sacrifices for you at the same time and doing big things and going out of their way also. So it's a give and a take, but it shouldn't be something that's expected by anyone. So um, but yeah, so I'll get back into dating once like mid October or even later. I told a couple girls I'm talking to and see where things go. But that won't be till October, because my money's tied up, my time's tied up right now. So that's that. But um, I'm trying to think if I have anything else more to say or to talk to you guys about. I guess like I mean, when you're single and you're just kind of by yourself most of the time, like I work remotely and it gives me a lot of time to think. I mean, think about like all kinds of crazy things. Especially me, my mind races. I have ADD, so it's like the ADHD without the hyper part. It's just like my mind is racing. It's like 1,000 miles a minute. One thought comes in and then it's gone, and like maybe it's too much thinking and overthinking things, but like I mean, I'm just trying to get myself into the best possible place that I can be, and make sure I'm only doing things that are positive for me and for the people in my life that I care about, and just for the world in general. And that I'm not wasting my time doing things I don't want to do and things that are not worth it. So I mean, you got to do things you don't want to do sometimes. You got to do hard things, because like that's one thing that like, I've been thinking of lately is I think everybody every single day should do at least one thing that they don't want to do, or try something new or do something hard. Every day you should be doing one. You don't have to do a lot, but the only way you're gonna grow as a person, the only way you're gonna become better. Like if you're just sitting on the couch or you're doing stuff that's easy, and it's the same thing day in and day out, and you just do it because it's easy and it's simple, then like how are you growing and how are you learning or how are like you betting yourself? You're not. So and it looks like the yeah, um, like how things that I want in my life. So and but I want to somebody who's going to support me, is going to love me. Like this, and treat just I've seen I know all the red flags now of being in so many relationships. I've dated 20 plus women long term. But getting any younger, but at the same time, you don't want to jump into things because I have done that and it's not worked out well for me at all. So yeah, I definitely want the relationship. I want to be able to travel, whatever gets me to be able to travel. I'm working on my credit. I'm working on getting credit card points and hotel points and airline miles and all that stuff, racking those up so I can get good deals on all these trips and stuff. So I have that I want to do, and I want to be able to be at least like able to see my family. But I've thought about the possibility of maybe not living close to my family all the time. Like I might move to Salt Lake. I might stay in Pocatello or go to Boise. I might move to the East Coast. I've never said this out loud to anyone but Austin. He's the only one I've told this to. When I go to the East Coast, I'm gonna be kind of low key, keeping an eye out to see if it is a place I would want to live and see how much it costs to live there, and like if it'd be something that would work for me, living so far away from most people I know, and it's having a change of scenery. Because I'm a free spirit. I go with the flow. I go wherever the wind blows. I don't care. I like experiencing new things. I love it actually. So as long as I can like go home like a couple times a year and see my family and spend some real quality time with them, then I'm good. And I'll try to see my friends as much as I can. You know, there's some definitely best friends that I have. You know who you are, but that I'll always make time for to go back and see them. But I mean, I could end up anywhere and I'd be happy. So as long as I'm not in a third world country where like I'm like living in total filth or under a dictator that like is doing horrible things for the country and people, then I'm fine. And I'll always live in the United States. I'm not going to move out of country. It's just not for me. But I'll visit out of country, absolutely. But so yeah, and I'm only gonna be doing this YouTube thing. Like that's my goal, like my like ultimate dream goal for life. I'll be doing this forever. So I mean, even if I can never get monetized or somehow it just doesn't happen, which I don't know how that's possible. Eventually it's going to happen if I keep this up for a long time. But yeah, I'll still keep doing YouTube on the side. Like it's a thing that like I'm going to be doing it forever and I'm going to stay consistent. That's the thing. A lot of these YouTubers out there, people that do it, they're not consistent. They'll have a video here, like a video 1 week and then no videos the next week and then 3 or 4 1 week and then they go for a month and they don't post anything. It's like, sorry. You got to stay consistent. So my goal is to at least have one video a week, always, 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 always. But I mean, you never know. Things do come up. Like you may have a time where you can't always do that, but I'm gonna try for the rest of my life. So um, that's why I'm always upgrading my video equipment. I'm always upgrading my sound and all of that stuff, and like making it the best. Ooh, that was a big lightning that I saw. But I love thunderstorms. I think it's cool, so I'm excited. But yeah, so all that stuff, like I'm always gonna be doing YouTube, and I'm always gonna travel. As long as I can do that, I don't care if I have a nice house. I don't care if I have nice things. I don't care if I have a nice car. Yes, all that stuff is nice if I can get it, but my money first and foremost for forever, always and ever is gonna go to my family. It's gonna go to the YouTube channel and to traveling. And those three things are it. That's like what's most important for me to invest my time and my money into. And I'm also religious, so I give a fair amount back to God. And I'm a Christian. People know that I'm Mormon. I go to the Mormon church. I'm not like as like hardcore dedicated as some people like my brother Trent. Like he could work for the church and like every minute of the day just give his time and his effort, his money back to God and to Jesus and to the people of the church and all that, like he would do it. And I think that's great and it works well for him. I couldn't do it. All I can do is just be the best person that I can be. Trying my best to go to church every week. I might not be there every week, but I'll be there as much as I can. And I'm going to try my best to follow the, the guidelines, like the best that I can. I have a hard time with a few things, like tithing. We're expected to pay tithing every week. When I'm struggling for money, like it's hard. Like it's not easy. 10% of your paycheck every week. I mean, and it's not that you're paying a church for that. It's that you're paying. Uh, that's what the sacrifice you're willing to make for God. After all the things God or Jesus has done for you, like what things are you willing to give up for Him, and how much do you want to show your love for Him? Because I don't know what for sure. Like I want to say that I know because I want to have faith, but I I do believe in an afterlife. I do believe in life after death. I believe that if you do good things and you follow God's commandments and you do everything He asks of you on this earth, that there's going to be an amazing things in store for you in the next life. I do believe that with all my heart. I just don't know how, like exactly what it is. I mean, I have a general idea, and I'm not going to get into it here, but that there is that. So, and my church has been like crucial to my life as far as like shaping me into a better person, giving me moral values to follow, giving me a compass and a guide for my life and like how I want to live it. And for the most part, I do live all of that stuff. I mean, the only thing is I have a hard time with tithing. Like uh, in our church, we're supposed to wear garments. That's the thing. I don't really wear them. Probably should, but that's something you can look up. And then I don't think if there's really anything else. I mean, those are like really the only things. Other than that, I live every principle of the church, and I could be more dedicated and consistent with those things. But I do. So I mean, everyone knows Mormons don't drink coffee. I don't drink it or tea or any of that stuff. I don't. I don't drink alcohol. I don't smoke. I don't do a lot of these things that we don't do. So I mean, yeah. And I've had struggles with things in the past, but with certain principles of the church, and I've since overcome those things. Like I've had to go and repent to my bishop and stuff, and talk to him about certain things, and yeah, like there's sexual things you're not supposed to do. I've done them. There's certain pornography, that kind of thing. Like I'm open. I'm an open book. I don't care because like we all struggle. We all have a difficult times, and thank goodness for repentance that Jesus suffered for all of us, for all of our sins, that we can become better people and to grow and to be able to return back to Him in a loving, happy, amazing place. We can be with your family forever, and I do believe that. I do. But I didn't mean for this to get like too like into religion. I'm just telling you some of my background and things that I believe. But yeah, so those are things that I try my best to follow. So, but also like I'm not like a goody two shoes. I'm not that strict. I'll be around people that smoke weed. Like for anyone who sees this, I don't know if my family knows this. I've done a couple of edibles before. It's fine. It's natural. It comes from the earth. I don't smoke. I don't like the idea of smoking, but it's my choice, and I don't think that it's bad. I don't think it's gonna hurt anybody. And I did it in my apartment. I didn't go out anywhere or do anything crazy. Like I just did it, and it was an interesting experience. If anyone wants to hear the stories of that, like what happened to me while I did that, like it's pretty crazy. But but yeah, so that's basically a little more insight. Like I have put out a couple of videos. It's called Jordan's Journal Entries. So there are ways for people to see a little insight into my life. You can find those on the YouTube channel and the Movie Hero Network. But yeah, for the most part, like I feel very, very blessed in my life. Like, I mean, I have good things and I have bad things that are part of my life. Everybody does. We have our things that are going great where we're really blessed, and everybody is blessed. Everybody is blessed. Like that's a no matter what you are. But and then everybody goes through struggles because like one of the sayings, and I don't get it perfect, but basically there's a saying that says that you can't have a rainbow without a little rain. So it's kind of like, and there's a bigger part to that quote that I don't remember the beginning of it, but basically the meaning is that um, God creates this beautiful world for us, and or like if you believe in God, maybe you do, maybe you don't. That's fine. But we have a world that's like so beautiful, and but then you have rain, and everyone has to experience a little rain, and after the rain, you get something even like like 10 times, 100 times more beautiful with this amazing rainbow. But you're not going to get the rainbow without a little rain at first. So everyone has hard times. We have to struggle, and like honestly, I'm thankful for hard times. I'm thankful that I've struggled in my life. I'm thankful that like my life isn't like handed to me on a silver platter and it's not perfect. But I'm also thankful for the good things that I have in my life. I'm thankful that I have a loving, amazing family and parents and siblings and even an extended family. Like I'm thankful for all of that. I'm uh I'm thankful for the amazing house where I live that my dad was able to buy an incredible house, and I get to live there for right now and have my own spot for doing YouTube. That's like an amazing spot for doing that where I don't have, like I'm in the separate opposite corner of the house from my dad. He's upstairs, I'm downstairs, and I can film till like late at night. I can like be able to just make this content whenever I want, which is awesome. I'm thankful that I have a car. It's an older car. I used to have a nicer car, and then someone hit me and totaled it. So now I have but I still have a vehicle that I can do this job and work remotely, which I'm thankful for this job. I mean, my car's old. It's a 2001 Toyota, or no, Honda Accord, and it's old, but I'm working on it. Working on getting a new car. So that's something that's definitely in my future soon. But yeah, I am just very, very blessed to have all the things. Like I always have enough food to eat and good Ninja Turtle Donkey Kong shirt. You can kind of see it actually, but one of like 100 shirts that I have. I allow myself a couple of things to collect that and like comic book art, and like anything that's pop culture or movie related or TV or video game that like I hang it on my wall in my room or display it wherever I can. So those two things, and like I have a place like in this house where I can work out and get like good workouts in it every day. My dad has like three 4K TVs, and I watch movies because I got to do it for the channel. I mean, all these things, I'm like very, very blessed, and like the hardship is I've never had a lot of money in my life. That's my been my biggest hardship in my life. I and also having some autistic and ADD things. I have a hard time finding it, like and like thinking and coming with ways to make lots of money. I have ideas that are like kicking around and stuff. I definitely have ideas for some good money making ideas. I have a board game I want to put out as both an well, like three of them. Actually, I have three just separate board game ideas that I want to make a physical board game and some apps, but I have no idea where to begin. So if anyone knows how I could get a little help or get started with that, like I can make a ton of money doing that, but I just don't know even how to begin. Honestly, like I could reach out to some people to help me. That's like where I can begin, but and there's a website or two of people that help you make your ideas into reality. So, but like I don't know how to do. I know a lot about computers, but I don't know how to do the coding that it takes to make these apps and stuff, and I don't know yet like how to market it and how to get it into production and all that stuff. So I mean, help. I mean, if anyone knows how to do that, like I'll cut you in a little bit with the money or something. But um, yeah, there's that, and it's just like I've never had that much money. Everything that I've done in my life has not been handed to me. Like if I want to go on a trip, like this trip, I haven't done a trip this big for about 5 or 6 years. When I was married, my ex never wanted to go on anything big, so we never did. We went to a couple places that were like a little weekend trip and stuff, but nothing really that big. And it's gonna be 2 weeks, and like, man, do I need it? Man, am I looking forward to it? Oh man, it's gonna be so good for me. Uh, and like I'm not someone who can afford nice things or have very much nice things, but from the help of my family and friends, I've been able to save a little more money and to do that. But I want to make it on my own. I don't want to have to rely on my dad or my mom or my siblings or any of that. I want to do it on my own, and I want to make a lot of money, and I want to find a way to be as efficient at that. So the work is minimal, but the rewards are great. I mean, but I'm willing to work hard too. But it's just uh, yeah, like I just want to be able to figure some of that stuff out more. I'm in my 30s and I've barely gone to like a semester of college, and where I got my CNA license and I worked in the medical field. Now I'm not doing that anymore. And like, and like, I kind of have a path for my life with YouTube and the current job, but it's not like a big time career necessarily. So, I mean, yeah. So there's all of that, but so like I feel like I've never really had a lot of money, and I've had to work really really hard for like to be able to do anything in my life. So, but that's fine. I mean, the blessings far way out the or far outweigh the hard times and the struggles in my life. I mean, I haven't had to suffer a lot of things people have suffered there. I'm like very healthy. I've never had COVID, like, and I'm not vaccinated, and I never got COVID. And I never had any major family members pass away except I had a grandpa and an uncle that died, and that's sad. But it's not like my parent dying, or a sibling. But that would be a lot worse. And I haven't had any major struggles. Never. Well, I've broken my pinky, I think twice, the same one. So it's a little. You can see how it's a little deformed like that. But because I never went to the hospital when I did, I just put my own splint on it and called it a day. But and I've never like I've never had any like been through natural disasters or like suffered big loss. Like I just haven't, and so I'm very lucky. very, very lucky. So uh, I consider myself blessed. I'm thankful for everything I have in my life, and I'm really looking forward to being able to bring you these travel vlogs, which is the main point of this. But I wanted to talk about some other things while I have a long drive. But so yeah, so just watch the channel. Like my trip starts. I'll tell you, it starts on September 16th is when I fly out of Salt Lake City. I got to drive down to Salt Lake City. I found a spot that will let me park for free the entire 2 weeks I'm going to be there, which is like amazing. And then uh, it's at a train station that allows you to park for free that long. And then I'm going to take the train to the airport, fly out. I'll be there pretty late. Like I think when I actually meet up with Austin, it'll be like midnight. So and then I have a little layover in Charlotte, but it's a direct flight to Charlotte, then a 4 hour layover for some reason. So it gives me enough time to see my cousin there in North Carolina, and then fly over to Asheville, and then Austin will pick me up. So that's when it's all going down. I don't think there's going to be really any more travel vlogs until then. It's about 27 days. So like roughly like 3.5 weeks, or no, like 4 weeks basically. But um, so unless I end up doing another like a road trip like in between, maybe, you never know. Because on this trip, my work pays for my gas and my drive time, so that's nice. So I'm happy to do it because I got to save all my money. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. So just watch for those. I wanted to make this kind of long. Yeah, but I appreciate anyone who's able to tune in. If you can get people to subscribe, please, please, we need all the subscribers we can get. That's been probably the hardest thing for us. And then tell people to sign up for the Patreon, or if you're watching, please sign up. Moviehero.com. Or no, sorry, I had it backwards. Patreon.com/moviehero. Yeah. If you go there, you can just do it just because you want to support us. We appreciate it. But you can also can take advantage of all the rewards. We're doing tons of giveaways. We're doing giveaways for hitting. We hit 200 subscribers. Also got a big Dawn of the Dead cool freaking box set that he's gonna give away. I'm giving away one sheet movie posters from my time working in the movie theaters. You have a chance to create your own episode of tournament fights and tier rankers. You can do all that. You pick the when you want to film, you pick the topic, you pick who you want to be on it, all of that. And so there's a lot of cool things. We've been giving away the chance to FaceTime with like me and Austin, if you would like to. So yeah, just a lot of different cool things. We're gonna add to that. Oh, and exclusive content episode you can only find on the Patreon. We have one up there. We're getting ready to film our next one this month. So, but anyway, I'm getting into the real steep part of the pass, so I'm gonna call it good before this before I lose service, because I'm getting close to Jackson Hole. And if I do film anything from Jackson Hole, it'll be in the dark. So, but it's fine though. But anywho, it's been fun. Like I hope I can do more of these, and I definitely will in the future. So. Uh, yeah, and if you have any ideas for places that like I should travel, I live in Idaho, so just bear in mind that it's got to be like nearby, or like I can fly places, but that's going to be once in a while kind of thing until I can really like get monetized and like up the views on the channel, up the everything on the channel. So, but we're going to keep bringing more and more content every single day, new things. We're trying out new ideas. We just did our SNL draft, and we're going to do more of those drafts. And we're going to be doing more podcast things, more creative things. So look forward to that. But anyways, this will do it. So I have been Jordan, the movie hero Anderson, or the travel hero for today, and we'll see you next time.